So I apologize for not coming on when the beginning of March was, but I had a bunch of things happening and my energy was kind of wonky. I was kind of just feeling everything as it was happening. And now I trying to do this live, and my computer, it's got all these new things. If you want to do a live, it has all these new things. I don't have time to set that up, so I'm doing it from my phone, and I'm also doing recording. But I wanted to find out from you guys, how's March going for you? How's this Mercury retrograde going? Usually I come across posts and I am guided by spirit to create my own posts based off of those other posts. So I wanted to come on before this day got totally away from me. Hi, Tessie. Nice to see you. Happy Tuesday. You're doing kind of better. Yeah, me too. So I am just going to go with it. So hang with me. So I'm going to go into the gentle guidance, but I kind of really wanted to talk a little bit more. Can we do readings? Yeah, I'm going to do reading. Well, I'm going to do an overall March reading. Hi, Jean, the individual reading that you're requesting. Let's see how I'm feeling and let's see how the energy is afterwards. It may be something that you and I do independently of this video and maybe not. So I'm just going to see where spirit leads me and we'll go from there. So one of the things that came up today was one of those source messages, and it says, sometimes you get rattled. There's a lot going on, and immediately everything is like jumping into my mind, that I'm not the only one who's rattled. I'm not the only one who is readjusting and responding to stress or our circumstances or the people in our life. And then there was another one that was, sorry, I'm bringing them all up on my screen as I talk. So there's a lot going on, and that rattling is really what's hitting me the most. The next one that came up was every mountain and every stronghold that is delaying your progress and your dream is being removed right now. Your hope will be restored, blah, 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 blah. So the thing that's really coming out in this one, and I'm reading them in order as I got them. And of course, again, this whole big dialogue from spirits coming in. Yeah, you feel rattled. You feel like you have all these mountains in your periphery. So, we've been talking about moving forward, getting clarity on what it is that we want for ourselves, where we want to go for ourselves, how we envision life to be. And we've been taking steps. And February, it seemed like we were gaining a lot of momentum. And then all of a sudden now in March, it feels like the brakes are there. And I just wanted to reassure you that these mountains, these blocks, these breaks that are happening is just really to, I don't want to say test you, but really just verify, are you really wanting this change for yourself? Is this really what you want? And giving you a moment to get more clarity, more clear on the picture or the pictures that you have for yourself. So this may seem challenging right now, but it's all perfect. Okay, the next message that came up is the universe is saying to you to recognize and acknowledge all the facets of your emotions and feelings. When you face and accept and integrate all parts of yourself, you find a new level of inner peace. And that's kind of what's happening right now, is we're getting that clarity. As we get that clarity, as we feel what we feel and see what we see and hear the things that we hear in life, we're measuring, is this what I want? Does this line up with my vision? Does this line up with my hopes and my dreams and my aspirations? And if it's not, we have this time during Mercury retrograde that gives us that time to go within and be like, what is it that's not sitting right? What is it that is not making me feel quite right? And when we have, I'm a very feely person, so for me, it's always feeling. For other people, it may be the facts aren't lining up. Hi, Kathy. Um, However, your internal mechanism is, whenever I say feel, just imagine it's whatever it is for you, okay? And so it's giving us an opportunity to go in and really sit with it. Is this what I truly want? And then make the changes. And also, this is giving us the practice to understand that there's constant fluidity in our day and in our decisions. And that's perfect. That's what we need. We don't need to be locked down into a certain way of doing things, into a certain program, into certain rules and rituals. And, oh, I said this to this person and now I'm going to be letting them down and I can't change my mind. And really, it gives us opportunity to play and exercise our vocal ability, our mastering with inside of our heads what it is that we want. And then the last message, okay, Tessie, and the last message said that the angels are saying to you, we see you. We see the inner work that you've been doing. Nothing goes unnoticed. We are working in the background in order to help everything work out for the best and the highest good. So during this time of retrograde, during this time of, to me, it's like trying to walk over broken glass. These first few days have been actually the last 2 weeks have been a little challenging. And so it has been for me personally, like walking over broken glass. You're trying to find that spot that, has no shards and ouch, oops, I stepped on something. It's letting us know that behind the scenes, even though we feel and we're trying to move forward and it might seem difficult and hard and struggling, that, spirit world has our back. God has our back. The universe creator, whoever your higher power is, has your back. Your angels and your guides. Everybody is working together with you to move forward. Especially so when you see these hang-ups, okay, this inability to move forward, or this mountain, or these shards of glass, or this block, or now all of a sudden I'm so sick, I'm laid out, or I have no energy. Whatever the situation arises right now, it would be most beneficial for you to come from a space that says, this is what's needed right now. And it's taken me 2 weeks to figure this out. So if you've already figured it out, bravo, good for you. Me, I keep on, I go through my thing. But when you're looking at it, come from it from a place of things are still working out. I'm getting clarity. Okay. My cards. So I hope that helps you guys. I saw a message here. It says, well said. I truly believe this. So, feel free to chime in and let me know, how is your beginning of March going? How is this retrograde going? Are you choking it down, or is it feeling really, really good? We are still going to be in retrograde when this, we're having a supermoon come next week, the 9th. And I believe Mercury goes direct on the 10th. But, if you're sensitive, you may notice that the day after, and you don't even have to be sensitive. I shouldn't have phrased it like that. If you're paying attention, you may see that there still may be some after effects from Mercury. Okay, there still may be some difficulty in communication to, oh, Tessie, you're very sensitive. You're like me. Communication, getting things across, to other people, like what you really mean, trying to understand truly what it is somebody else means to say. I noticed during this time that communication from others is particularly challenging, that the people are quick to communicate what they're feeling. They may not know what they feel, they may not know what they know, but they know the direction that they're headed into. And so when, hi John, so when people have this urgency to communicate, they're not looking to get the most effective and best words out. And they just may have diarrhea of the mouth. So for some of us, when that happens, it may be more of a challenge to step back and do like what Jean said, to really practice the pause, to stop, to think, and to go ahead and get to the raw meaning of what's going on. So sometimes we have to do our detective work. Hi, Cassandra. You just got here. That's good. You haven't missed anything. You're not hearing clearly. Hearing me clearly or hearing around you clearly? Is my phone not working well? Maybe I should put the headphones on. Are you guys hearing me okay? Can you give me a thumbs up or wave or heart? Give me hearts if you can hear me okay. No hearts. So you guys can't hear me. Okay, let's see. How are we going to do this? Where's my test? You can hear me. Okay. Oh, okay. Hearing others. Okay, perfect, Cassandra. Okay. Yeah, it's tough. Hearing others and getting the clarity from others. Okay, thanks for the hearts, guys. I'm a little bit behind. My phone's a little bit slower than you guys. Okay, bye, Kathy. Anyways. Okay, I'm glad you hear me. So March has been a little bit rough. I think March actually is going to be a really good month. This is going to be how I feel when I tap into the energy of March. Now, I'm Pisces, so this is my month. This is my birthday month, and this fits me like a glove. So when I'm in the energy of Pisces, when I think of March, March is a very childlike aspect, meaning that very daydreamy, very kid-like, very much want to explore and play and try this on. So this energy with Mercury going retrograde is kind of opposite. It doesn't want us to play, or at least it feels like to me, like it doesn't want us to play. It wants us to really look at everything. So you're a Sagittarius. Oh, okay, perfect. Sagittarius is total kid-like, total wants to play, and explores and is out there. And Marty is a Sag, so I have my constant adult child and fun and play, and it's great. And that's kind of what this energy is kind of what I feel it is. It's very daydreamy. And the reason why I bring up this aspect is because if you're having difficulties right now imagining or painting the picture of how you want to show up in the world, what aspects do you want from 2020? What kind of things do you want to see? Are you starting a new business? Are you having issues with children? Are you looking to grow spiritually? Are you looking to get over habits? Whatever it is, this is an opportunity for you to go in and kind of see where can we add the fun? Because life is meant to be enjoyed. And sometimes when we're looking at self improvement, or when we feel like self improvement's being forced upon us, Taurus. Um, yes, bulls like playing too. So, when we look at certain aspects of ourselves, being able to get in and approach it from a different perspective, which would be playing, adds in a little bit more fun. So sometimes we really need that fun aspect. And when we are in that fun aspect, when we are having fun, it really raises our vibration, and we're really able to shift things quickly. So, okay, they're telling me pull cards. Alrighty, I'm pulling cards. So this is going to be for the energy of March. Okay, so this is our gentle guidance for March. So overall, and I'm being told to pull 2 cards for overall the energy of March. So it could be the beginning and it could be the end. So the first half of the month and the last half of the month. So here's our first half of the month. And then the second half of the month. Okay. So the first half of the month is about a happy change. And it says here, your angels have heard your prayers and have banded together to create real and joyful changes in your life. Events begin to move forward and great progress will now be possible. You may need to make some rapid decisions due to some suddenness of activity. Be confident and trust the guidance you receive. So this is a very happy card. This says that we hear you. We understand that you want changes. We know that you've been working so hard to create momentum in your life, and they are acknowledging this for you. Basically, it says that you're being blessed right now. So it may not feel that way, and I know some of you have some pretty big things going on right now. Breathe. Okay? You are being blessed right now. It may not feel that way, but this is supposed to be a joyful time for you. Things are in process. Things are shifting dramatically. And the card does also say that there may be a time where you're going to have to make a quick decision. What did it say exactly? It said you may need to make some rapid decisions due to sudden activity, which could be a lot of fun, right? So decisions mean change. So new opportunities are going to come up. So keep your eyes open for these new opportunities, new ways of being. It could be a new thing to experience, which could be very uplifting and very fun and very needed to kind of elevate these feelings that you're having, to elevate the feelings of change that may be going on in your life. Like Cassandra, good tears though. Good. So you're experiencing some things. Awesome. Okay, so this is going to be some really good things. It also the card ended by saying, be confident. Trust the guidance you receive. Every day we are getting guidance. I highly suggest, if you are not someone who meditates, or if you're not someone who prays, that this may be a really great time for you to develop a new pattern, a new ritual. When we get grounded and centered, okay, this is in meditation. We ground to the earth. We bring all of our energy back to ourselves, back to center. We call everything back in, and we get to connect to A lot of people connect to their higher selves. Some people connect to source. Some people connect to their angels and guides. Um, Whatever you connect to that is divine, that is of pure um, angelic essence. Okay. Wherever you get those messages from, that's where you need to connect to. That is where your guidance is coming. When you connect at this level, okay, it's like when you go into prayer and you go into deep prayer, you are on your knees and you are, um, the word that came to me was succumbing to the relationship unfolding with God. Okay? So when you're doing that, when you're waiting and you're on your knees, you're actually opening up your heart. The same thing in meditation. You are opening up your heart. When you open up your heart, you're acting from a place of love. This love is really, really important. This love is what keeps you centered. This love is what helps you trust the process. Okay? Because when we're in a state of love, we're not in a state of fear. We're not anxious. We are quite opposite. We are calm. We are peaceful. So when we open up from the heart and we let that love in, and then we let the divine guidance come down, we can be guided. We can get the signs and symbols and the reassurance. For some, reassurance is really, really important, okay? So I would highly suggest practicing your meditation or your prayer just so that you can get centered, so that you can open up your heart center and you can connect to that divine guidance for that reassurance. And then as you go throughout your day, you're looking for the signs and symbols placed upon your path that show you synchronicity, that show you new surprises. So when stuff, new opportunities, new possibilities. So we're in a state of allowing things to show up. So keep your eyes open for that. So the last half of the month is going to be about creativity and abundance. Dear one, you're being called to action. You're ready to accomplish great things and truly come into the fulfillment of who you are. It is time for great creativity. Giving birth to beloved projects are becoming apparent. Follow your passion so that the abundance and prosperity you manifest. So this is really cool because the second half of the month actually includes the first day of spring. Spring is amazing for creativity, because we all go, well, we all don't, but a lot of people spring cleaning. We're opening up our windows and our doors, and we're letting that fresh air in. We've been cooped up all winter long and the air gets stagnant. The same with the vibration. We let in the new air that has all the negative ions, which can change the air in the house and make it beneficial for you, which then can raise your vibration. This is also a time where we start going through our closets and doing the spring cleaning. And the more decluttered we get, the more energy flows. And we've learned about this through Feng Shui. We've heard about that. And we've also seen it a lot in writings and stuff like that, that if you want to get clear, you have to clear your environment, that your environment is very much a representation of your internal state. Okay? So with this, so you're being called into creativity and abundance. Now, a lot of people think abundance means money, and it very well can mean money for you, but abundance can be so much more. So be aware of how you label abundance and what that is for you. But know that abundantly, you will be receiving more positive things that you are requesting. Okay? And also, this is having you step even more fully into who you are as a divine being. So this is a great time for prosperity and manifestation. So the last half of the month is going to be really great. So if you take the first half of the month and you're going in and you're thinking and you're readjusting your picture on what you want in your life and what you want to create and what you want to see and what you want to feel and who you want to be, you're thinking about all that, the last part of the month is going to give you the opportunity to brainstorm even more and to start putting that into action. Very, very powerful. This is going to be a great month, I'm telling you. As soon as we get out of Mercury retrograde, for me personally. So something that could come up as a block, something we may feel that could be getting in our way, something that may have us change our mind, something that may actually come up and have us look at things differently. Okay, so a new perspective that we may need to have for this month of March. So the card that they're guiding me to pick is this one, Six of Abundance. Show you the pretty picture. Pictures are great. People get things out of pictures. So that's why I show you the pictures, because not everybody likes to listen. Some people need a picture. So this picture helps. Six of Abundance. Heaven opens its loving arms and pours abundance onto you. An unexpected gift is on its way. Accept it with gratitude and humility, knowing that you have a chance to return this generosity by giving to others in the future. Consider volunteering for a charitable organization. This sounds like a fantastic card. How can it come up as a block or a resistance? Well, what they're telling me is that you think life is going to show up this way. So there's an expectation in a situation with a person or people or a relationship, like a work relationship or something like that. We have an expectation of how it's flowing, how it's going. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, unexpectedly, something comes up. And this is not sitting with you very well because it's out of character. It's out of norm. It takes you for a tailspin. But the flip side is that even though this is showing up for you unexpectedly, that I need to shut my door. Someone's coming home. Hold on. Sorry, I wasn't expecting anybody. So as things come up into your life, okay, because it doesn't match your reality, because it doesn't match your expectation, you may stumble, struggle, have a problem with how it's showing up. For this month, I want you to practice anything that comes up that is out of the ordinary, unexpected, feels icky, okay, like a block, like it sucks, like this is horrible, oh my gosh, why is this happening? I want you to practice, okay, looking at it from a different point of view, knowing that heaven is opening its doors for you means that there is a blessing behind this resistance, this block, however you want to label it, and however it is going to show up for you. There is a blessing behind it. Your job, if you so choose, is going to be for you to breathe. So put yourself, hi Kelly, put yourself in a state of calm, okay? See that it's happening. Remind yourself, oh, this was the block. This was the resistance Terry was talking about that the angels said would come, okay? That there is a blessing behind this. So breathe and remind yourself, this is going to pass. This is like a door, like a pocket door, you could slide the pocket door and then voila, there's your gift. So I want you to view this circumstance, whatever it is that's going to come up, whether it comes up once or comes up multiple times, you get to be a pro, You're going to slide that across, realizing that this isn't really the thing, and you're going to move it across, and you're going to wait for the blessing to show up. You're going to tell yourself, oh, it's coming. How do I want to choose to approach this? Do I want to approach it, from a positive aspect, or do I want to approach it from the same way I've always done? This is an opportunity for you to grow and to experience something different by looking at it differently. But the reason why we're practicing, the reason why you're trying, is because for some of you, this may be out of character. So allow yourself to stumble. I expect you to stumble. I expect you to go right into your normal pattern and routine of handling obstacles and resistance. But then I want you to have a moment of clarity, reminding you to push it aside and to see what's going to unfold from that, okay? So something that can help this, ease this for you is going to be, let's see here, successful completion. This is a time of incredible accomplishment. You're justified in feeling joy, hint, a sense of completion, hint, pride in the amazing job you've done, hint. You've been blessed with many spiritual insights. Soon you'll begin a new journey, but for now, take time to bask in the happiness of your dreams coming true. So something that's going to help you shift this little pocket door, shift this little resistance out of your way is remembering, okay, that you are doing an amazing job, okay? You are to have pride for where you are, what you're doing, what you're accomplishing. What you're doing is a big deal, and it's going to come to completion, and you need to have the celebration to go along with that. So you are allowed to feel justified in your joy. See, you have permission. Justified in your joy. Let's put this over here. See, justified in your joy. You are allowed to be happy. You are allowed to feel that sense of accomplishment, that sense of joy, that sense of I'm finally on my way. Okay? It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It's all about you right now. Okay? You are the one that's important here. So bring that in. Even if it's for a moment, it's important. It's part of your self-care. It's part of taking care of yourself. A lot of the times we deny ourselves our feelings because this is going on, or someone's having a hard day, or, this or this or this. And we think, oh, I got to push this down. This isn't the time or the place for this type of emotion or this type of response. This card is telling you, no, you have permission to, because this time is an accomplishment. You are accomplishing things. This is a big deal. Okay, so you're justified in feeling joy, a sense of completion, and pride in the amazing job that you've done. So this is really honoring yourself. So honor yourself is going to help push these things, these resistance out of the way. It will help nullify. It will help minimize. It will help put it in a proper perspective for you. If you can enjoy, pat yourself on the back, breathe it in, take a moment to really celebrate, have a glass of wine or a glass of beer or, however you celebrate, but take that moment. Maybe it's a piece of candy. Maybe it's a cake. Maybe it's a piece of cake. You go out and you get yourself a cake and you're celebrating. Do something that honors you, that celebrates you, your accomplishments. This is huge. You got to do this, got to do this. They keep on going on and on and on and on. So there are many ways to acknowledge and appreciate yourself, okay? Being in a state of gratitude, having thanks, thanking yourself. Literally, put your hands up to your heart. Breathe into your heart. Exhale. Breathe in. Feel your heart beating underneath your hands. Your heart is beating for you, for the wonderful things that you do, for the wonderful accomplishments that you do. The fact that you haven't given up, the fact that you keep on moving forward. As you breathe in that joy. Acknowledge yourself. Breathe in the accomplishment. You're amazing. You guys have such difficult, we all have difficult lives. And to be able to go through our lives, we need to be able to celebrate every little moment that we feel good. We have to take that back and store it. This is filling up our cup so that we can get to the next thing. Because if we don't take that time, then we're going to end up so drained. We're going to be less than our best. And March is all about creating and playing and creating an environment for us to play and creating an environment for us to prosper and make new dreams and alter our old ones and make things fit for us so that we can love ourselves more and we can love others more. Whew. Okay, that was deep. So how is this landing on you guys? How is this feeling for you? So I'm getting some happies. I'm happy, I'm crying, I'm touched, a little God-smacked, hopeful, so much. Aw, yay! That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Great. Thank you. Thank you. So, as we leave here, remember, we're going to treat ourselves like teddy bears, okay? You know how when you were little and you had that little teddy bear, or if you have children and you're going to give them their favorite toy and you know how it is and you open up your heart and you're like, oh, here you go, okay? We're going to take every moment and every day and try to package it in a teddy bear or whatever your visual is, and you're going to bring it into you and be like, good job. Good job, Terry. This is awesome. You did great and magnificent. And I want you guys to talk to yourselves as if you were a little baby. Show yourself that love and that joy and that sense of happiness and accomplishment. So Jean says, I try to accomplish this every day. I work hard to be a good person for me, my ladies, border collies. Oh, I used to have a border collie. And everyone I encounter every day. Oh, I want to read more of what you said. Here we go. And it takes work not to get lost in the anguish of others' energies. Oh, boy, do I agree. I totally agree. Totally agree. So, cut cords. Very good thing. You know, when it's tough, we got to bring our energy back. We have to cut our cords. What that means is that there's an energetic cord going from me to you, from me to everybody else, from you to everybody else, okay? So when we're done working with people, when we're done with our one-on-one, just release their energy. You're sending their energy back to them with love, and you're just receiving your energy back. Helpful. Very, very helpful. Also, for me, Jean, what I have to do sometimes, because I do, being the helper that I am, being the person of service and really wanting to be there to be a benefit for other people, I can get caught up in the anguish of others because, and depending on who it is, I have sometimes trouble seeing people suffer, like the people in my family. I have to remember, and this is what helps me, and this is why I'm bringing this up for you. So it is helpful to remember that from God's point of view, this is nothing but a speck in time. Knowing from a higher perspective, the universe, creator, whatever, we are all going to get through this life one way or the other. It is our choice how to get through it. But also remember that a lot of us came into this life with soul expectations, meaning our soul wanted to experience certain things in this lifetime that helps us expand. And normally that expansion is having all these different experiences so that we can learn to love in different aspects. So when my child calls me up and she is having a horrible day, week, month, year, and I hear the tears and I hear the frustration, I could get caught up in that. I have to remind myself, and I do when we hang up the phone, this is her journey and I know she's going to be okay. So sometimes, so that's with family. You got to do the same thing when it's not family. When it's stuff on TV, I limit what I watch on TV. I am so, like, I don't know what's going on in the world and I don't care. And that's how I keep my energy clean, because I know everybody else is going through stuff and I have to trust that this lifetime, everybody is getting exactly what they need at exactly the right time, exactly how they need it. And that is a mantra I've had to say over and over and over again. And it's true. So that's like my one little tip that I do personally. So hopefully that helps give you a little bit of guidance. Everybody's different, so there's no wrong answer. Okay. Yay! As usual, my phone's about to die. So I apologize. So this month, March, is going to be fantastic. Get ready for the full moon that's happening next next week on the 9th. It's a super moon on top of it. So really ground your energies. Sometimes we need to pull away from people, pull away from things that could have us upset, and really focus in on loving ourselves and being the best version of us that we can be in that moment. And that's all you can do, really. So I hope this message lands on you well, and I hope you all have a fabulous March. And I will try, no promises, I'm sorry, but I will try to connect next week or this weekend and come online, because I know a lot of you guys want some readings. So I will see if I can't come online and give some one card readings, give some guidance. I was thinking about changing it up a little bit. So those who would like to participate, I'm gonna be asking a little bit more of you. Instead of just asking me for a reading, depending on what the reading shows and what you're going through, I may want to go into your energy and clean it up a little bit. So with the energy readings, there might be some healing going on too. You have to be open to this and willing to participate. I am not going to be asking you questions. I'm just going to be going in and telling you what I find, okay? This is for your benefit, not mine. This is to help you be able to move forward and take the next steps that you feel that you need to. Hey, thank you, Kelly. So, yes, so I'm going to try my darndest. Energy permitting. If I'm weak in energy, I don't come on. I don't like to read without being 100%. So, That's my integrity and value for you. Okay? So have a blessed and wonderful evening, and I will keep you updated on readings possibly this weekend. Okay? Bye. Much love. Mwah.